So the other day, I get an email from one of our friends who wants to know my opinion on a very important, or should I say impotent, pun intended, topic. Apparently, physicians in India will lead you to believe that wearing fitted clothes, more specifically pants, lead to impotence. For those of you not familiar with the medical terms, impotence is basically when your wiener won't get hard. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those videos. Now, I was getting ready to fire back an email telling him that these so-called physicians have no idea what they're talking about, and apparently they're wearing terribly fitting clothes. I was about to hit send when all of a sudden I thought to myself, wait a second. Maybe in India, they are doing some cutting-edge ass research on the effects of tight pants in your penis. You don't know, they might be. Well, before I fired off this email, I decided to do a little extensive research of my own. Google. First up, WebMD. Alright, so impotence in old men. It's pretty much standard stuff, right? It has to do, okay, erections require blood flow, and so if you're older or you're any age and you're taking medications that actually deal with blood flow, like in the case of people with high blood pressure, alright, that can have an effect on your penis and the lack thereof erections. High blood pressure medications, sedatives, antidepressants, all these things do a lot of times affect your penis in an adverse way. But here's the deal. In younger men, a lot of times it's more psychological. Depression, fatigue, stress, the feeling of sexual inadequacy, or a lot of times being abused as a child. Nothing to laugh about, nothing to joke about, but these are treatable. But nowhere in my extensive research did I see anything about skinny jeans. But what the hell does WebMD know, right? So I pressed on with my research and, interestingly enough, came across quite a few articles talking about bike riding and inability to get erections. Now, we're not talking about going out for a leisurely bike ride on the beach or going out once or twice a week, going for 5 miles. We're talking about people that spend hours on a bike, and more specifically on those really pointy, hard, uncomfortable seats. You see what actually happens. All that time you're sitting there and you've got this pressure right on your perineum. And perineum is the technical term for your taint. What is the perineum?
Perineum, the area between the anus and the scrotum or vulva.
Well, apparently Google pronounces it differently than I do, but the fact is it's the taint. We're talking like Tour de France riding, right? Your leisure, don't worry about it. But if you are experiencing some erectile dysfunction and you're like, yo, you know what, I do ride my bike to work 25 miles a day, there might be a correlation. I also unearthed evidence, gentlemen, that wearing underwear that is too tight, too constricting, that doesn't let your testicles do their thing, that thing being raise and lower, regulates temperature. All right, do you know that? You knew that's why, right? You're like, oh my God, it's cold, and they're whoop up there because they're trying to stay warm. And then when you're really hot, they're woo, sagging real low. It's to cool them off. Well, that is the unofficial medical explanation. Oh, but I did find somebody, some woman who claimed to be a doctor actually did scientific research. She polled 100 men that wear skinny jeans, and this is what she found. Seriously, this is what happens when you get your medical degree online. She came to the conclusion that 30% of men that wear skinny jeans claim that they aren't exactly as comfortable as looser pants. Really? In other breaking news, the sky is blue. Gentlemen, but I have concluded that wearing skinny jeans has no effect on your penis's function. All right? If you're wearing really tight pants, it's common sense. If you're wearing really tight pants, are you going to be uncomfortable? Yeah. Is it going to be like, woo, when you get them off? Is your penis going to be like, yo, thanks, bro. Why are you doing that to me? Maybe. Who knows? But there is no scientific evidence that suggests, even remotely hints, that wearing tight pants or skinny jeans is going to lead to not being able to get a boner. So after my extensive research, I have concluded, Dr. Alpha has concluded that the performance of your junk has nothing to do with your pant fit. But if you need more scientific evidence that Alpha M is awesome, well, there's a link below this video to come check out my website, iamalpham.com. We're posting new videos every weekday to help you kick ass even harder, pun intended.